Hi, it's Tish Hawkin. How are you? It's Monday. It's time for the Build Your Confidence for Success show. So I'm here every Monday and Thursday with some short videos on how to help you build your confidence for success. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm a life coach. I specialize in helping people to develop confidence and self confidence so that they can move forward primarily with their businesses online. But if you're a person who really struggles with confidence and you don't have a business online, you can still tune in to these lives because you will get value from them. There are developing confidence is across the board in whatever area of your life is fundamentally the same. But I just happen to specialize with working with business owners. So thank you for joining me. If you are watching, please let me know. Type hashtag live in the comments. And if you're watching on replay, type hashtag replay. I'd love to know who's watching, who has watched, and also where you're from if possible. See how far this goes. So it's great to be here on the, what's the date? The 7th of December. And Christmas tree's up. I've even got presents under the tree now. So I'm doing okay. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Have you got your presents yet? Have you finished your shopping? How's the stress levels? I hope you're all keeping well. Let me know. So today's subject, I've got my flip chart out again, my trusty flip chart, just to help guide me and so that you can see the steps that I'm going to take you through now. So today's subject, as you can see there at the bottom of the screen, is managing fear when you're in a confidence crisis. Now, I reiterate this with all of my clients every time I go live in posts that developing confidence is not a quick fix, it's not an overnight thing. So, developing confidence is something that takes time, and you have to unpick a lot of limiting beliefs and conditioning that you have acquired over the years if you are not self-confident, because you're normally not self-confident because of things you believe about yourself, others, or the world. So you have to go in and unpick all of that. But sometimes you're left in a situation where you really need to have confidence in the moment, and you need to do something which is going to take confidence. Now, this may be, if you're a business owner, it may be putting a post out talking about your service or business. If you're somebody else, it could be you need to be striking a conversation with somebody, a difficult conversation that you know is going to take a bit of courage. Or it could be anything really, going for a new job, whatever it is, and you've got to have confidence in that moment, and you're not very self-confident. What do you do? What do you do? Well, I'm going to give you 7 steps here on, or 7 tips on how you can have immediate confidence. Now, this is not a quick fix, but it will help you in the moment. Always remember, if you want to develop self-confidence, you have to do it over time. So, first of all, what happens if you don't manage to manage the fear? So, when we're in a, what I call a confidence crisis, when we're on the precipice of doing something that is really scaring us and we're gripped by fear. Now, I'm sure you know what that feels like. I certainly do. When you're gripped with fear, your palms are sweaty, your heart is thumping, you feel like you want to run away, or you freeze on the spot. And I'm sure you've heard of the fight or flight system that happens in your brain, which gives you all of these symptoms. And that happens because your brain is telling you that you're under threat. And more often than not, you're not under threat. So we have to get that fear system, that emotional trigger. It's called the amygdala. We have to get that under control, that part of the brain, because if we don't, it will overwhelm us and we won't do the thing we need to do to get us to the other side. So, how do we do it? Um, First of all, the first thing I would say is breathe deeply. Now, you've probably heard this before. Why do we breathe deeply? Why do we do this? Well, actually, it's not necessarily the breathing in motion that helps us get confidence. It's actually the breathing out. The breathing out action helps the parasympathetic nervous system to calm down. It sends a signal to the brain that you're safe when you breathe out. So if you're in a situation where you need confidence, you need to take a big deep breath in through your nose, hold it for a few seconds, and do the longest breath out you can possibly do till all of your lungs are completely empty, nice and slowly. And you do that quite a few times. And what you will find is that you will start to calm down because you're telling your brain, your fear center in the brain, that it's okay, I'm safe, you don't need to go off on one, basically. Number two, now these aren't in any particular order, and there are many more things you can do. I've just picked 7. Number two, if you can read that, positive body language. So for instant confidence, you can change your body language. You can stand up tall, you can lift your head up, you can smile, you can do postures. There's the Superman, where you put your hands on your hips, or Wonder Woman, or whatever you want to call it. You can stand, and you can stand with your arms outstretched before you go into a situation. With make yourself as big as possible. There's so many different things you can do to alter your physiology, because again, that sends a message to the brain that you're feeling confident. Now, it might only be temporary, but to get you through that moment, it possibly will work for you. And what it also does is it tells other people, it makes you seem confident to the people that to the people that you're facing. So it isn't a quick, it is a quick fix, but it's not permanent. But it does help with helping your confidence in the moment. Number 3, challenge your bully. Now, who is the bully? The bully, it's what I call, is the that nagging negative voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, you're not strong enough, you don't know enough, you'll never get through it. All of those negative statements that you hear, I call the bully. So you have to challenge that bully. You have to be able in your mind to talk to the bully and tell it that you don't believe it. You accept its opinion, but you don't believe anything it's saying, because you know that you can do it. So we have to learn to challenge our bully. Number 4, the ABC method, which actually links up to challenge your bully. Now, I developed the ABC method, and ABC stands for accept, bounce, and conquer. So accept is accept the negative thoughts that you're having. When we're gripped with fear or anxiety, we have a myriad of negative thoughts that flood our minds. And so rather than trying to push them away, we need to be able to just accept that they're just thoughts. It doesn't mean they're true. Just because we have a thought, it doesn't mean it's true. So we accept that the thoughts are there. We don't get flustered or phased that we're having negative thoughts. And then what we do is we just imagine ourselves bouncing them away, not pushing and not resisting and not fighting and not wrestling with them. Just accept them, thank them, and just bounce them on the way like a bouncy ball. And then the C bit, the conquer bit, is you've conquered it. You've conquered those negative thoughts. Now there may still be a few little ones in there, but let me tell you, once you start doing the very thing you're scared of, and you've done it a couple of times, those negative thoughts will become very, very distant and very quiet. It's very important that you repeat the things that you are scared of. You take action all of the time, and because the brain learns by repetitiveness, and you become more confident the more times you do the very thing you're scared of. The next one, number 5, is positive self talk. So again, that bully in our head, we have to challenge it. But what we can do then is we can start to tell ourselves, we can start to say that you can handle it. I can handle this. Because the very root, as Dr. Susan Jeffers of the book Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, she explains that the very root, the baseline of all fears and anxiety is the fear that we can't handle it. So we have to start telling ourselves, you can handle it. I can handle it. And you say it over and over and over again when you're in that situation, when you need to muster up some confidence. Think about what you stand to gain. So when you've got to do something that requires a lot of courage and a lot of self-confidence, think about what is on the other side of that. What have you got to gain if you achieve this, if you conquer this, if you do this thing? What is it that you're going to get on the other side of it? When you're uncomfortable in all that fear and anxiety, if you manage to manage that, what is it going to give you on the other side? Always keep that in mind, because there's something you want, unless you wouldn't be putting yourself in that situation if you didn't want something on the other side of it. So always keep that in mind, no matter how hard it gets. And number seven, just do it. Now, you've also, I'm sure, heard of the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method, where literally, when you are standing there on the edge of the cliff, metaphorically, wanting to jump to do the very thing that you know you need to do to get to the other side, to build that confidence, you count down in your head 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you go. Now, if you can't do that in the first couple of goes, so you might get to three or you might get to two and you chicken out, that's okay. But what you need to do is make a commitment that when you use the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method, that eventually when you get to one, even if it takes 10 times, you're going to do it. So it'll be 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, and you keep going until you get to one. But you have to make that commitment that on one or after one, you're going to do the very thing that you need to do to get over and build your confidence. So there's 7 steps that can help you manage your fears when you're in a confidence crisis. As I said, it's not a quick fix, but these small tips will help you in those times. So next time you're in a confidence crisis, just remember even just one or two of these things. Pick one or two that you think will help you the most and use them, because let me tell you, they are really, really effective. But remember, building confidence takes a bit more time, authentic confidence, so you need to do it over time. So that's it for today. I'm going to be back on Thursday. If you think anybody will appreciate this video, then please do tag them in it or share it in a page or a group. I'd be grateful if you did that. And you can follow me on any social media. If you want to comment in the comments, if you related to this video in any way, shape, or form, or if you're having a confidence crisis at the moment, I'd love to hear about it. If you want to share it, let me know, and I will be back next on Thursday. On Thursday, yeah. Take care, guys.